Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is part 2 of a little tutorial to make an easy peasy patchwork covered junk journal. Make sure you've seen part 1 before you continue this video, and let's start. Now that our cover is done, I just thought this was a little bit flimsy for our pages, so I thought about just reinforcing it with cardboard, but since we're reinforcing it with cardboard, might as well just do a hidden spine and not, do anything wrong to our lovely cover. So our spine is 3 centimeters. We need a little bit less than 3 centimeters. So I'm just gonna do like, I don't know, 2.8 there, which lets us close perfectly. Next, we're going to prepare our cover here. I mean the inside, this thing. All right. If you've been following my videos, you will know that there are a couple of things to do here. We're going to first glue a page here, and this is going to be glued onto our cover here to aid with the stability and the strength. We're also going to put a piece of cloth like so, because the paper often just breaks because there's glue, and glue is wet, and paper and wet just kind of breaks. So we're going to put a piece of cloth, and then we're going to we're going to sew our pages. So let me just grab one piece of paper, any kind of paper, honestly, it really doesn't matter, and then a piece of cloth. So I have decided to use this. I have this really big roll here, and I think it would look really cool, but you can see through, so any kind of paper just won't do. So I've decided to use this piece of paper, which is green, and with this it will look just splendid. This is not going to be visible, we're going to cover it up. It's just here that it's going to be visible. So now let's just grab our piece of cardboard, and we're going to glue it right in the middle. You need to make sure that this is really straight. This is quite important actually, because otherwise it might just be wobbly over here and be a bit annoying. So just try to make it straight. And the best is when it covers this part here. Let me grab something to put underneath. And we're gonna put some tacky glue. Ooh, almost made a mistake. Alright, and now we need this to be straight. Something like this. Let's just check. this is perfect. Next step, we're going to glue a piece of this, a bit bigger, and we're going to just put it around to hide our little cardboard here. So I'm gonna use textile glue. Go. Right, the next step is really important. You need to remember how many signatures you have, and we're going to make all the holes in all the signatures while this dries, and then we're going to do the quadrillage, you know, the lines. So we're gonna make 4 lines, divide this by 4 and by 3. As guidance, I'm going to use this piece of cardboard, which is exactly the size of my A4 pages on this side, so it's exactly the same size here as well. Then I'm going to divide this by 2, so here it's 21 centimeters there, and then I'm going to do 2 centimeters off the top there. And this is where we're going to make our holes in every single signature. For the signatures, I'm using this. As you can see, it's been used quite a lot. It's simply an envelope with loads of other stuff and moss, or I don't know how it's called. Inside, I'm also going to use, I have no idea how it's called. It's a very pointy thing. And I actually like to use 2 to hold one while I make the holes on the other side. Alright, let's just open it up in the middle, place our little paper, and then just go through. I should have stayed there. And now I'm just going to make this with all the other signatures. Keep in mind that some of your pages are not exactly same size, so you can just make sure they're exactly where you want them to be before you make the holes. Since we have 4 signatures, we need, I got the middle wrong. Well, that happens. Don't panic. It's okay. We've already done our holes, so we're not going to do them again. Alright. So, without panicking, we're going to figure out which way this was, and it's this way. Yeah. So we're just going to sew on our pages that way. Absolutely no problem. And we're going to make our holes here at the intersections. There. Well, we can barely see them But that is why we have our lines here, to help us figure out where they are. So now I'm just going to grab a needle and thread. Now you can use some actual binding thread. I've never done this myself. I just grabbed, so this is 100% polyester. I actually prefer cotton, but it's really strong, really thick. So this is what I'm going with. And then I'm grabbing a pretty big needle because it's a pretty big thread, very simply. And then we are going to do 3 times there. And we're going to do this 4 times for all 4 of our signatures. And to make sure this doesn't just go around everywhere when I just push the cord. My English is so bad today. I think it's because it's really late. I'm really sorry, guys. Please forgive me. So yeah, I just put it in there and then I just, you know, tire. And it doesn't move, so it's perfect. Alright, and now the fun part begins. And we're lucky because we only have 4 signatures. I've done journals with 12 signatures. I've done journals with not hidden spines, so they're visible spines, of course, but they're like super annoying spines in the sense that I decided to crisscross everything and it was a whole mess. But that's okay because we don't have to do this today. So I'm just gonna start in the middle here. I'm gonna go through the holes. If you want, you can just attach all your pages together. Sometimes that really helps with like these pinces, for example. I don't find that you know, helpful. I guess it's most helpful when you have really big signatures. Mine are often quite thin. I prefer to do more signatures with less pages. So I don't know, I don't have that problem that often, but you know, just do whatever you prefer. And of course we're just going all the way around, as you've seen. So in, oh okay, maybe I should have put the little pincers. There we go. So anyways, and then we're going to go through the middle again, right here. And in the middle there. Right. Make sure you don't go through one of them. That's pretty important. And then, you know, you have to have one piece of thread on one side and the other piece of thread on the other side. You're gonna pull really tight and then we're going to make a knot. And this is how we do it. So it's all attached, it's pretty all done. It's good on this side, and now we're going to cut off the excess and just do the next ones. Done a little bit of embroidery, let's call it. So now I'm just going to glue this right there in the middle. Going to use some tacky glue. And I'm going to use a little bit of textile glue right there. Now let's just make sure it's right where we want it to be, and then we're just going to leave it all night long to dry this way and let gravity work to just glue our inner hidden spine to the cover. And here we are on the next day. So they're all pretty well stuck. I'm really happy with this. While everything was drying, I took the liberty to use some cardboard from some scrapbook pads I have, like this one. It's all scrapbook paper, so it's pretty thick, a bit like a cardboard. I don't know if there is any other indications. 230 GSM. There we go. So I've just cut them to size for all of our cardboards. Since we have a pretty uneven coverage, let's call it, I've done it quite large. Usually I do 1 centimeter smaller, so I have 5 millimeters on each side. And here I've decided to do a little bit bigger so that I can just cover up everything pretty well. So the first step is going to be to stick this page on. For this, I'm going to be using some white PVA glue, and this has been diluted with a little bit of water. And then we're going to be gluing whichever we prefer. There's loads of choices. And then adding a little cardboard pocket, which is what I usually do, to be honest. Once it is all glued and dry, I've selected some covers here, and we're just going to go ahead with our Distress Oxide Vintage Photo and do the outside borders. This is so that we don't see all this white area around, and we're also going to go and find the middle here and make a little notch here. Once that is done, let us just stick our pages down. Let's figure out which side it is. I have no idea. I think this would be nice. And I'm just gonna use some tacky glue to make sure that it's really well glued, really well stuck to our page. And of course some textile glue here. It's the end of the textile glue. All right, now that this is done, we're just gonna let it dry and we're done. So I will see you soon in the next video, which will be the detailed flip through of all 4 of these journals. Can't wait to see you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what I do, and I will see you really soon. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Bye.